storming that I'm like a little worried about at field training because I know it is kind of like a lot of you have to like figure it out quickly. Um, but even like in my current flight, I feel like storming is like thankfully it's something that is kind of like resolved on its own, but that probably just comes with like knowing your role and like kind of knowing the people around you. But I think it's like it's almost necessary. Like when I look back, I think every flight I've been in so far in ROTC has had that like storming phase, and it's also like one of those kind of like fond memories, of like, oh, I remember when like we used to hate each other, not literally, but butt heads a lot. Um,
Yeah.
and look how far we've come, sort of thing. If that makes sense at all. But
Yeah. Character building.
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's
I
like
think you're probably the same way, but I don't give into the storm. I think the biggest thing, like, and would be my recommendation for field training is not to sit there and bicker with them because that's what my flight would tend to do. And
mhm.
I would just make myself credible. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And as far as like in kind of tying in that team building, like building trust with your people, as long as you're credible and they see, oh, this person's performing well in their individual events, I trust you. That'll kind of cut down on the storm and they'll just start to kind of follow your lead.
There's definitely a tendency to just make yourself really loud and always have something to say because I think sometimes that's the connotation of being a good leader. But in reality, when you're at field training and just ROTC being a leader in general, the more you know your stuff, and like she was saying, the more credible you are, people it might take longer, but people will realize that. And that's gonna help the team versus feeling like you always have to be proving that you're right or that you know more than someone else or feeling like you have to interject and say something.
Yeah, kind of like a big thing we are like trying to work on at least this semester is a lot of followership as well. Like I know that's one thing I struggle on is just being able to kind of like sit back and let someone else take the reign. Like I feel like you said, I always have to like butt in and like give my input, like or like what I have like maybe like how I lead is better. But like a
Mhm.
big thing is to let them do their thing and then just be there for help. Like if you see them stuff, maybe provide like a little feedback and be like, hey, this is how like I would do it. So yeah, just working on that followership and overall kind of like sitting back and like again letting them someone else take the reins.